Hey there, here to showcase the our browser control panel. As previously stated, that our browser is not a browser that you can download and use. It is a browser as a service, so it's a deployable container. It's built for high scale. So when you deploy the container, you'll be sent to this page. This is the control panel page. Once again, this has a resource usage notice saying that since we have to kind of live stream the browser from the container, so there'll be more RAM or resource usage. So I'll just get inside here to show that how the control panel works. So this is the control panel. Over here we have the place where the video streaming works right here, and then on this side we have all the tools that the browser has to offer, and we have another tab for flow and test. We'll go to those places later. So we can quickly create a context using this button. So what context means over here is a browser instance. You have to have a browser instance in order to perform actions like going somewhere and doing certain thing. So if you are not sure that what tool you need to do certain thing, we have this tool assist right here. You can this is not a conversational AI, but it has intelligent understanding layer that if you're saying that you want to do certain thing, it can tell you that which tool you should be using to do that thing. So how do I use Tor? So it is giving you over here that how can you use Tor, that you can create it context, use proxy types over here for Tor, or you can set proxy after you create a context. So it is helpful when you are not sure that which tool you should be using for certain action. And okay, we'll just start with the new context. So when we are creating a new context over here, the context doesn't have any pages to go. So we can just start with browsing somewhere. So pretty much like a browser does, it has an address bar here. Once again, we are trying to give you a visual visualization that what is happening on the browser. So this is we are not trying to remote access the browser itself. So whatever happens here are happening through the APIs or the tools that we have over on this side. So if you are inputting any address here, so that will actually use the same logic that we built in for navigation tool or others. So the browser also has a lot of test page built in, so people can practice with their tools. And all of these built-in domain has .owl as the domain. So this is the browser page over here. This page is actually this is a live video, MPEG video over here. So we have a layer top of this video where we implemented some interaction. For example, if you click over here, you can see the scroll is working, or if you click on a field, it works. So this is just to give you the access so you can see what tool you should be using before or what happens when you do use that tool before you can build your flow. And also we have over here scroll up, down, just to see the page you are working with. And we also have virtual keyboard over here. So when you have a certain field here, you can use the virtual keyboard to send key strokes on the browser. And also we have option for clipboard if you want to copy something, or you want to have something here copied and paste somewhere, so you can manage the clipboard here. So and let's reload this page, and this is our interaction tools. Let's say we wanna type something. So we have three choices over here. We can either do, let's say, first name, and let's say James. So we execute, it automatically found the place or input has the first name, let's say element, tag, or any other hidden or visible identity for this sector. So it is our semantic matcher to match that element. And then we also have this CSS selector where you can click and select the items. So over here, CSS selector, and we also have a position selector where you select a position that where you're gonna click, and yeah, you can write whatever. I mean, that gives you access to. So that gives you access to type using that tool or selector. So over here, you can see the execution result. On the execution result, you have different. You can see what you executed. It was a type tool. You've seen this value, and that value was validated that it exists on this selector. And on the same time, you can also add this into a flow. So this way you can design a flow that you want to work with. So let's say if you add all three of these flows, you can just let's say you added all three of these flow. If you go over here, you have these three flows here. You can drag and drop and set them in different orders where you're gonna use them, first name, last name. So yeah, you can design your flow like this. And let's say we go down here. So let's say there is a click. Let's look into the click tool. So let's say the selector is I agree checkbox. So once again, you don't have to know the CSS selector. You can use semantic matcher to match the selector that you're working with. So this is these are some of the interaction tool that we actually have a bunch of interaction tool. Like every single interaction you can do with keyboard and mouse is available over here. And we also have some advanced interaction, like let's say we are going to this another test page this we have over here. So let's say you want to do some interaction like drag and drop. So let's say we starting from this point and we drop it to this point. When you execute it, it just did the thing that we wanted to do. And also if you want to drag and drop and also have multiple stopping points, for example, start from here and also over here, but on the meantime stop in multiple places. Let's say you stop in 2, stop in 3, stop in 4. So these are actually using positions where you're gonna stop. So it depends on what DOM you are working with. So sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I clicked over here. I'm not sure. Let's just see what they did. Yeah, it worked. So yeah, they're using positions, that which position they are dragging and dropping. So like this, you can make your automation and then add them in a flow. So what these control panels allows you to do is build the automation that you need. Let's say there is a web page you want to log in, and after you log in, you want to do a certain thing. So you use these tools to create this flow and then add them in your flow. And when you do add them in your flow, I'm going to show you a flow. Let me load a flow really quick. So yeah, I loaded a flow over here, which actually has a lot of steps, 85 step, a lot of validation and interaction. So if I run this flow, you'll see that it opened a new page, and on this page, particular page, it is interacting with a lot of different elements. It is writing things, it's focusing, it is highlighting, selecting items. So picking from a list of items. So this way you can generate this interaction yourself, flow yourself. So the flow we have, if we export it and use this with our SDK, instead of only doing in one browser instance, we can do the same thing on 100 browser instance. This is how we can scale it to a point that you just created a flow. You add this in our SDK on our Python or Node.js SDK, The both SDK actually has support for flow. So when you add this in the flow and then you run it, you can have 100 different browser instances or contexts doing the same thing. And you can also have validation, like with what you're expecting. For example, over here, certain places you can like expect it. You expect a certain value. If the value match, you can continue to the next step. If the value doesn't match, you can just kill the right way. So same way you can also have condition, like if condition. So if certain thing happens, do this, or otherwise do another thing. So you can have conditions other thing, and you can generate the flow that you think the best match for you. So this is for ease of use. So if you are already, you don't want to go too much into the code, you just want to be you want to see what you're doing and then just create your flow. This is the place for you to getting started with. You can generate your flow here and then get it going. So yeah, this is for today, and we're going to introduce to you our playground next. Thank you.